Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Outer Worlds. Last we left off, we teleported the colonists to Terra 2. We are also trying to rescue Phineas Wells because he got captured by the board and was sent to Tartarus prison. As well as we are working on the Peril on Gorgon for the DLC because we finished. We're up to what we can do on the main mission before the game ends, so we got to do the DLCs first. So we're gonna head out this way and start the gamer up. Let's see what we got. Law organization.
Come here. Let's have
Hello.
a chat. All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now.
What?
Did I stutter? Just do as I say. Good. Look up. Now look down. You wouldn't
What
say
are you
that if you
talking
were in
about?
my shoes. Now are you gonna cooperate? Look up, then look down.
Not until you tell me what's going
Feisty
on.
one. Well, fuck you too. You're cleared to go downstairs. That was a sanity check. If you had
Sanity
changed
check.
like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd
Oh?
also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place.
What do you mean people
Every day,
changed?
salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back,
Okay.
they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better.
What happens
First, they get real twitchy
when
and
people
paranoid,
change?
shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves.
What the hell?
After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty.
Where am
This
I?
is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system. Rule number 1, no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock. I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule
Jesus.
number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong.
Something really messed up, everybody.
Just don't...
What do you do around here?
Bouncer, bodyguard, law enforcer. I make sure the Sprat Shack gets only the highest caliber of clientele.
That's us.
And I thought this place was gonna be
Yep.
fun.
We get a lot of brand-loyal corporate types, and a lot of cutthroat freelancer types. Both sides have their share of dirty scoundrels. And I hate dirt.
Wow.
This is
Okay.
a sublight bar, so most of our regulars come to plunder the old labs. The facility's locked up behind miles of red tape, so progress is slow.
Right,
A
yeah.
lot of time to drink and reevaluate, then venture out and try again.
What do you know about Gorgon?
Something bad happened here. Spacer's Choice was developing chemicals. The kind with nasty side effects.
Oh.
Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10 to 1. Either they came from Gorgon, or something draws them here.
Well,
I don't know which is worse.
if it's anything like
This
the
place
guy
is
lost
under
his
a dark
arm.
cloud, stranger. That's all I know. If you want the history of the Sprat Shack, talk to Lex behind the bar.
Alright.
Watch yourself out there.
So, one of the reasons when we're here is we're helping a lady trying to figure out what happened to her mother because out of nowhere this facility shut down and people started like dying off and nobody knew what was going on. So we were sent here to look at to look for her mother's journal books and all that stuff.
Smell that? Cheap whiskey and stale cigarettes.
So we're
My
trying
kind
to
of place.
find that. And then she
Oh,
also said
ugh.
don't trust
This
anybody
place smells
here,
like Felix's birth.
but you never know. You never know how that happens.
Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be?
I'm good. Oops. Oh
Bottoms
no.
up. I assume you're
I
here for
clicked whiskey.
salvage.
Live 55. Sure, got any leads?
Even if I did, I ain't supposed to play favorites. Most of my
Well,
regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick
oh
over the
really?
ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day.
Sublight
Vicious
made it here.
cycle, but that's life. You're the first new face I've seen in a while.
Is that right? Do you know about anyone by the name of Lucky
Lucky.
Montoya?
Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road.
Heard he took on. Okay. Office of Creation
That's where the top
Incubation.
rungers at Spacer's Choice came up with slogans and marketing. Lucky never told me why it was so important. Awful shame about what happened to him.
What happened?
You really want to hear my story?
I want to.
Wow.
Yeah,
Most everyone around here is sick to death of it by now.
he lost his arm. I want to hear
Last
why.
I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off.
Go on.
Get this, the canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm.
And that's the arm I got. How'd you know it
I'm
belonged
a
to Lucky?
bartender. Attention to detail is my middle name. Anyway, the arm was clutching a phonograph that mentioned someone named Alex Hawthorne.
That's
I
me.
did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among the salvagers who frequent the bar. So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon Parcel Service. They even gave me a discount on the hazardous waste removal stamp.
Nice. The arm made it to me. I'm Hawthorne's next of
No
kin,
kidding.
sort of.
And now you're here? Colony feels smaller than you'd think
Well.
some days.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was here to see this confluence of events, you know? The stars really aligned on this one. And here I am, smack dab in the middle.
Why bother sending the arm at all?
I figured Hawthorne would want to know what happened to his pal. Help Lucky get his affairs in order, you know. Oh, I hate to see people go with unfinished business. Third floor.
Where was he staying?
Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind.
Oh, sweet.
Fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
Gross. What do you know about
Spacer's
Gorgon?
Choice used to brew pharmaceuticals in these parts. That's why the asteroid smells like an old gym sock. They say Adrenatime came from here, just down the road
Really?
at the old R&D lab. Very hush-hush back in the day.
Those are the chemicals. Would any of you regulars have
Roscoe
information?
might tell you more. He spent some time around here before the bar opened up. And I trust him well enough. There's always Leonora, my
Okay.
favorite customer over in the storage room on the second floor.
Second floor.
Keeps to herself and always closes out her tab.
What's Roscoe's
He's
story?
been here since opening day. I think he told me he was some kind of journalist. He got
Oh.
left behind when Spacer's Choice pulled out. I
Right.
guess no one's coming to get him.
You looking out for him?
Roscoe's drinks are on the house. We all know how it feels to get left behind. He'll be all right. He's with the family now, and we take care of our own.
Why do you
He
get
didn't
left
tell me,
behind?
and I didn't ask. I'm his bartender, not his human resources rep. If you believe the chatter, a lot of good folks got left behind, and a lot of bad folks made
heard.
it out. Sometimes that's all there is to it.
Yeah, a lot of marauders apparently.
Nice lady. Been coming
Everywhere.
around a lot these past few months. She isn't with Sublight, but seems to know the lay of the land better than anyone. She spends most of her days drinking alone. I think she's looking to hire someone. If you're
Ooh,
open to a side gig.
I am. Do you know she spoke with Lucky
Now that you
Montoya?
mention it, I thought I saw those two sharing stories over a pint. Didn't think twice about it. I don't speak ill of the dead, but Leonora deserves better company. That Lucky was no good for her.
Hmm. Sounds like they were
What are friends for,
releasing
eh?
a ship. Any idea where they shut down?
I doubt anyone knows the full story. One day the evacuation order went out. Grunts and lab coats scrambled to get anywhere but Gorgon. And the weirdest thing of all, Adrenatime still hit the market. Me, I never touched the stuff. To each their own, but I
Well,
think it's dangerous.
I use it all the time, and probably is.
Damn right we are. We've got drugs, scrap metal, prototype weapons, drugs, money, and more drugs. When Spacer's Choice evacuated, everyone dropped their gear and ran. Most of it stayed where it fell, and all of it is up for grabs. Of course,
Okay.
the real treasure is whatever's locked up in the old facility. Until someone figures a way to crack it open, we're just sifting through dirt.
No
You
further
got it.
questions. Thanks.
Good.
Alright. We could talk to some people. Smuggler. Trixie.
That was my salvage, Trixie. You had no right to it then, and you've no right to it now.
Let
I
him
risked
talk.
my life sneaking around Marauders to claim that wreck. And I didn't see your name on it.
Now you've done it. Eat fist!
All right, that's enough. This is a
Yeah.
family establishment. You want to make a mess? You make it outside.
But this was personal, Lex. It's a question of salvage. That wreck was gonna make me a fortune.
Technically, that's business, not personal. Let him talk.
Now you two listen, this is my place. While you're in the Sprat Shack, you'll sit quietly or I'll forbid you to come here at all. Is that understood?
Fair's fair. I'll have a stout. And we'll settle this later on our own terms.
There you go.
It's no good to leave a fight unresolved. If I don't do something, these two are gonna be at each other's throats.
What do you propose? Or I could
You
intervene
do that for me?
for a little
Nothing's
bit of
free on
something.
Gorgon. You're clever to have that figured out already. Freddy, Trixie, go on and make your case to the generous stranger.
I'll start, seeing as I'm the one who's been most wronged in this equation.
Oh, really? State names for the tavern.
Very formal. Freddy the Scab, freelancer for sublight salvage and shipping, same as my father before me.
Junkyard Trixie. Also a salvage freelancer. Though, I've been at it longer than Freddy.
So, just up the road and due east of here, there's
Okay.
a shipwreck lodged in the mountainside, right? I staked my claim on that wreck. Then I wandered in for a drink. An hour later, Trixie swaggers in bragging about her salvage. Ugh, the nerve of some people.
How did you mark the
I
claim?
climbed on top of it and called out in my loudest voice, "Finders keepers!"
Oh, you idiot. It's a flag. Turn to Lex.
I don't know about legal, but it's legit by sublight standards. Assuming anyone was around to hear it,
Yeah.
which we can't know for sure.
It's a flag, man.
Someone must have heard me. They just ain't brave enough to step forward and admit it.
Nod. Trixie, what's
When
your
I found the
side?
shipwreck, there were no salvage mark. See, the whole area was teeming with bloodthirsty marauders. So I snuck
Oh.
around and added my tag, clear as day, so no drunken idiots could claim the salvage out from under me, Freddy.
For the record, when I heard the marauders coming, I left. Trixie must have set her mark down after me.
You gotta make a thing, man. No speaking out of turn, but I'll
I
allow
kept
it.
my mouth shut during his story. He should have the courtesy to return the favor. Anyway, that's my story, sir.
What mark did you
I
leave?
drew next in the dirt, with my toe.
Alright. Couldn't the Marauders walked
Wouldn't
over it
surprise me
by
in the
now?
least. But that doesn't mean it ain't mine.
In all my years, I've never heard a more contentious argument. I don't envy your shoulders for bearing the weight of responsibility.
It sounds
We've
like
heard
it's
it from
mine.
them both.
Freddy claims salvage. Trixie, these idiots don't know how to tag salvage. So I rule in no one's favor.
That ain't no kind of fair.
It's a flag.
He ain't even from around here, Lex.
Here's a six-pack on the house, plus your fee. Maybe now we'll finally get some peace around here for a change.
Glad to have
Come
been
and
of
chat if you're ever
service.
feeling...
We could always go back and rile him up again later. That's my captain.
You put a flag down or some type of marker. Not just an X that can get blown away. Friggin' people. Alright. Second floor.
I wouldn't get too close to that railing, just in case.
What would you do?
Think the folks here like strangers?
Ooh,
Because some of them
hello.
are looking at us like maybe not.
Jerome would have loved this place.
Oh, Leonora. This is one of them.
You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here, and whose
Yep.
journey's far from over.
Yep. And what makes you say that?
Confidence. The scavengers around here, they're faking it. You're the real deal.
Damn rich I am.
I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are, can you look into something? I'd do it myself, but of course, the Marauders would eat me alive.
Depends on what you need.
Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress.
Sublight wouldn't turn over a rock unless there was salvage
Well
underneath
put.
it.
My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled.
Okay. Where's Jerome
No
now?
good, that's for sure.
Ah,
In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort.
wow.
When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost. Soon as I
Really?
wasn't looking,
Like a lottery.
Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line. I got to leave. Jerome stayed
Oh,
behind.
shit.
I never saw him again.
Sounds like Fry from Futurama. So what brings you back? Now you're here to
You're a
find him?
quick study. This place is greedy. Took my Jerome, and it would have taken me too. I just want one thing back. His old hip flask. I gave it to him the day
Looking
we
for a
signed our
bucket of
marriage
flask.
contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here.
I'll keep an eye out for
You'd
it.
really do that for me? Law. And I'll bet you're worth 10 of those sublight sprats.
Yeah, I am.
I don't have much, but if you help me, there's a little set aside for the occasion. Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed.
Alright.
Might be a good place to check first.
Alright. I
Yeah?
wanted to ask you something. Did you know Lucky
That
Montoya?
old flirt? Yeah. I let him buy me a drink or
Lucky
two. He talked my ear
Montoya.
off about exciting jobs he'd done. All lies, I'm sure. He fell asleep with his head on my shoulder. That man had baggage like you wouldn't believe. I didn't think anyone could be lonelier than me.
Did you mention anything about the Gorgon
He
research
bragged
facility?
about having the key to some sort of maintenance area in one of the old buildings.
Oh,
I never saw it, so I just assumed he was talking himself up. He also asked if I wanted to see something gross and slimy he kept in his room, but I
Ew.
declined, politely.
was he depressed?
He put on quite a front, but I think he was weary, like he'd seen too much and had too little to show for it.
Mm,
Guess we were kindred spirits in a way.
that's all
Sure
thanks to your
thing.
time. Tell me about
The
your
lab
time.
coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. You could feel it wherever you went. They wanted to change the world.
Mhm.
A tenfold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who couldn't salivate at the thought.
Yeah.
I don't know what went wrong, but when the shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its path, including me.
Be seeing ya. Bar patron. Let's head up to...
Huh, who's this now?
Oh, there's
Wonder
Roscoe.
if they could... Nah, who am I kidding?
Hello, Roscoe.
Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't
Not
seen your
what
like in
I
years.
expected, but...
Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal, but you're welcome here. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't
Yeah.
guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook.
I talked to her. She mentioned you was some kind of journalist.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Got into reporting thinking I was gonna be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit.
You seem like you're having a rough time.
If you're
Can I
going back
help you
there,
out?
do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
For a price?
Dr. Wells ain't that old, Captain.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone.
Why not?
Told you I was a journalist, right? I
Yeah.
was here on a story back when Project Gorgon was active. I was doing an interview series
Okay.
for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said.
What? Little bastards. You hit them and now you need me to get them
Right
for?
on the money. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But
Really?
you're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me
How
get
are
my
you still
recordings
alive?
back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
I don't do charity cases. What's in it for
I've
me?
got some bits saved up. Haven't had anything to spend them on but beer. And Lex has been letting me drink for free. It's nothing extravagant, you know, journalist salary and all. But the bits are yours if you want them.
Well... Yeah,
No shit?
sure, why not?
That's downright civilized of you. All right. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation. In the
Okay.
projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment.
Birdie,
Just
okay.
outside OCI's upper entrance.
Got it.
You'll
Next.
find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room.
The
The
others?
final one is in human inquiry and auditing.
Human
It's
inquiry.
tucked behind a pipe in observation room B.
Wouldn't someone know would have
What
seen
with
you?
the test subjects running loose, the researchers were surprisingly unobservant.
No promises, but I'll let you know if I
That's
find
more than I've
anything.
been able to hope for in years.
Alright, so, couple of, lost and found items I gotta get. We
What's
just
the
go.
story with this place anyhow?
Used to be a shipping
No,
warehouse.
can't go there. Alright. Head up one more floor.
What have you got there?
Adrenatine.
Can't.
Found some in an old busted crate.
I won't get in so I can close that and hack. Oh, I don't have enough. Alright, repair. Who requires the code? Can't repair that. Spacer's Choice may have left in a hurry, but they didn't forget to lock the doors on their way out. Most of the facilities are sealed up tighter than a top runger's safe. Time to do some digging. Caught a break today. Met a scavenger who claims to be a salesman for Spacer's Choice. Sold me a key to the Office of Creation Incubation. Let's just say this guy's about as lucid as a sprat in Rizzo's factory. But I'm spending minis bits so I can afford... Oh, so I'm spending spending many spits so I can afford to take a chance. Day 7, it worked. Clarence, mostly. Whoever you are, I'm drinking to you tonight. Day 10. Olivia Ambrose's office. Oh, that's that chick's mother, I think. And journal ought to be in the Synthesis and Manufactory Center. The bad news, it's sealed at the ass end of the canyon. The good news is I should be able to open it from the Bigwig's terminal in OCI. Day 13, OCI is crawling with marauders, and I've got a few other leads to chase down. Could be nothing, but my gut tells me there's more to this place than a missing journal. Time to turn over a few rocks and see what crawls out. I'm leaving the OCI key in the safe. The combo is 4815. 4815.
As a medical professional, I gotta say, that is very well
Yeah.
preserved and disgusting.
Is that right? Several whiskeys in and a few bit short last night. Gave Lex the maintenance room key while I scrounge what's up.
You
Oh.
think they stick the preservative in before or after the eye comes out?
Don't want to find out. Broke the leg. Get the hell out of here. Alright. So, time to do some side missions.
The problem was that he was always overconfident in himself. But us? We got this, whatever it is.
Yeah, we
You
do.
think this place we're headed will...
Alright. Journal. Let's go with... Search for that. Where is that on the map? Right there. What about... this?
Tell us
Closer.
more about Gorgon? I wonder what they got up to here.
Yeah. Trippy shit. That
Whatever
blue
happened
kind of
here,
hurts the
we're
eyes,
not
actually.
gonna be next. Be ready.
Big boom. Can I get up from there? Maybe. Elevator discovered. Can't get in. Alright.
They're on us. That's Mars.
Yeah. Patient N. Killed 20 enemies that were infected by spreading. Fire! Alright. Okay, so we're gonna take that off and we're gonna put that back on. So we can snipe.
Won't try that again.
A lot of damage. A lot. I think I have to go that way. So maybe I'll pick a different mission, like that one. Head back this way. Deadeye assault rifle, not bad.
Nailed him, Captain!
Gotcha. Jerome's drinking spot. Wait, is that a dead end or? Oh, maybe not. Nope, that's right where I need to go. Hello? It's so quiet in here. Boop, boop, boop. Let's loot the hell out of this place, shall we?
Shh.
Nothing in the cash register.
Here we go!
Pop, 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 pipe, hit, hit. Oops, wrong button.
That armor!
Got you.
Captain!
Remolded power helmet. You okay over there? Havarti?
That's the last of them.
Nice work.
Anyway,
Oh, this looks just like the abandoned parts of Edgewater.
That's it.
Let's keep moving before we get all introspective.
you,
You mean
okay,
you?
Parvati?
I've been better,
Wrong button.
but thank you for asking.
Let's see. Climb. It's right around here. Right below me. Yep. Flamethrower. Here we go. Day 0. Jerome's journal. Ship just left. Law bless it for getting Leonora off this blasted rock. Etheridge called me a fool for giving her my ticket. But Etheridge is a dumbass, so what does he know? I'd do it again in a second. From now on, my only goal is to survival until Spacer's Choice comes back for the rest of us. My heart, my heart, I'll find my way home to you, day 1. Some of us sheltered in the mines last night, taking turns keeping watch. I don't care to imagine what happened to the others who aren't here. I can hear marauders screaming in the hills. Used a little adrenochrome today. Not much, just enough to stay alert. Lucky I did, or we wouldn't have heard those mantisaurs coming in time to get the hell out of there. Gonna set out a different cabin to shelter in tomorrow. Mine's not safe. Law damn it. Shouldn't have gone in there in the first place. I think we were supposed to I think we were exposed to something in the air, maybe. Most of us made it over to the apartments. We're packed in here like salt tuna for now. But hopefully we can get a few more units barricaded and sealed up tight. Make them safe so we can spread out a little bit more. I went by Elle's in my old apartment while hunting for supplies and stashed the flask she gave me on the day we signed our marriage. Just in case something happens and comes looking, maybe she'll find it even if she doesn't find it. Well, that's if Even if she doesn't find it, well, that's if some shitless looter doesn't loot it or doesn't find it first. Jesus Christ. I woke up too early. Carlson's been short with everyone today. Carlson. Most days you can drop a flange wrench on her foot and the woman would apologize for being in the way. But for a minute there, I really thought she was going to stab Simon. Ambushed by marauders in the night. Had to use Adrena time again to keep awake. Sorry, El. Didn't have much choice. Even with the Adrena time, I almost can't believe I outlasted them. Next time? Maybe not best to think about next time. Starting to think we're spaced, but can't think like that. Gonna get back to you. Gonna get back to you, Leonora. I swear. Leonora. What, do I keep saying Leonora? No, I don't. Leonora. That's right. I don't think I said that. I miss you like breathing. Low on a drain of time. Gonna look for some more. I just gotta get back to L. Ethridge stole my mock apple, that void-forsaken scratch sack. Want to unzip his arms off and beat him with them. I could. Could do it. He sleeps. So weak, so stupid. Stupid Ethridge. Day 42. Where in the system is Spacer's Choice? Where are those blasted ships they promised they'd send for us? They didn't figure out we're here? Makes a man wonder all my loyalty for that. Only loyal to L now. Maybe they abandoned us. It's on purpose. I know it. On purpose. They left us here to die. They left us here to die! If Ethers wants to steal mine again, I'll end him. How long does it take to send help? How long? Come back and face us, you cowards. Space cowards! I feel sick, what? I'm 6 BCA, picture, false, yeah. Sounds like you went crazy. A little loopy, for sure. Pick up, pick up, pick up. Alright. Now with all that's under the way, let us... what to do next? Well, we still gotta get his shit yet. Alright, well that's enough backstory though. We'll continue on in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya!